Alright guys, today I'm working on this '06 Volkswagen Jetta. Bought this car for, actually bought it for $500. It's a really good car, cheap car. The only problem, well, the reason why I got it for $500 is because the valve ended up hitting the piston. You can see that right there. So anyway, it jumped timing somehow. Still got really good hash marks in the cylinder. I don't know if you can see, but it does look pretty good. Now you always have that top ring at the top of the piston, or at the top of the cylinder where the ring stops. But anyway, that's I think it's very much rebuildable. I do know, I mean, it does suck to have the piston with the dip in it, but that is the worst piston that there is. It hit two of them that actually left a good mark in it, and but anyway, that's the worst one of it, so I'm probably going to build it back, just fix the head and build it back. I am going to delete the catalytic converter right there. I've been thinking about getting like a U-pipe from Summit, so I can I'll take the pipe off, make a U, come back into it, be kind of like a race pipe version. Probably have to cut that bung off right there, and I can just weld it back to the pipe as well. So also on my EGR, or the EGR cooler, you know, sits right behind the head, or the cylinder right here. And this is your water heater, your heater core for your inside, and the water comes back through. Comes back through right here to go in your cooler, and then this one comes from your head down here to your cooler. So anyway, all I'm going to do is get a 90-degree pipe, brass fitting, probably from Lowe's or Home Depot, something like that. To couple those two back together, so I'll eliminate my EGR cooler. And I can take you inside and let's look at the rest of it. Let me pause it. Alright, so the first thing I did when I got the car home is, of course, I took the valve cover off of it, and I noticed that the cam was not hitting the little plungers. Let's see if we can see down in here. There it is. You see how you got the gap on top? Well, that one's actually hitting, but that one's not. And I mean, it's pretty much across the board. They're not touching the little cups that are on top of the valves. So basically every one of the pistons ended up eventually hitting the valve. So I'm gonna go back through it, replace all the valves, and just completely redo the head. You know, put some guides in it, everything. And probably need to look at the cups and see how bad they are. But I'm not really sure what exactly happened, because let's walk right here. I got my bunch of junk on the ground, but if I look at the belt, you see the belt looks actually really good. And I mean, I can't see nothing wrong with it. So it's just got this weird stuff going on right there at first. But anyway, so I really don't know the reason why it actually hit. A couple of things I want to go over with you is actually on your valve, your head gasket. You need to pay attention to your dots, because apparently there's a 1 dot, 2 dot, and 3 dot. So this is 2 dot, and it'll tell you which head gasket you need to buy. So always be careful of that. This is the first time I've actually done anything with a Volkswagen, so just stuff to be careful about. Let's see. Oh, so the EGR cooler, here's what I took out on the back side. You can see it's the whole deal. This is the where one of the water pipes went. This is the other. So I'm just going to 90 degree those two together. Like I said, get a brass fitting, don't get a plastic one. I've seen some kits on eBay and stuff. They have plastic fittings in them. Don't buy that. That's hot enough. You need to get at least brass, because this is behind it. you can't get to it really easy. So if it breaks going down the road, you pretty much got to get towed to the shop and then put on a lift to change it over, because you won't be able to get to it. So anyway, here's the EGR pipes. This is coming off the turbo, or the back of the manifold, and I don't remember how this went. I think it sits right here, something like this. All right. So usually whenever you see the kits for the EGR cooler, they come with 2 plates. You don't need 2 plates because you just took it all out. But you can buy this at Lowe's, and they're like $2 for a fitting, so you don't need that. And this end of this goes actually right here. And if you buy the race pipe, like on eBay, they come with this. You got the 3-bolt up, and then it's the race version, whatever you want to call it. So you really need this, and you don't need the cooler delete. So like I said, it's the same. No, there is a difference in size. So, well, depends. You might be in luck to get it. Actually, it is the same size, isn't it? You might be in luck to change it out without having to buy 2 kits. Actually, oh no, you could. I'll have to do some looking into that. You might have to buy another block-off plate actually to cover this up, or just get you some flat good steel and just make you a plate. I mean, it's not that hard to do. Sure enough, if you've already tore it apart to this far, a plate's nothing. So, but anyway, so I think I went over everything that I wanted. Oh, another thing is, if you notice, I took it all out at one piece, right? So if you're gonna do this, you see the 2 bolts right here? They put, where'd it go? They put this plate on there, or this little deal right here. There it is. This right here. I'll walk over here in the light so you can see it a little bit better. No, I'd need to see where the other end of this is. Oh, it's right here. Alright, so this right here is around the exhaust, and it comes right here. Right, so I couldn't get to the bolt that was like back here, so I had to cut it off. So because I couldn't take the exhaust manifold off. I was getting aggravated with it. So definitely that will not go back on the car. Of course, I could already cut it, but the only thing is, when I did cut it, oh, this is the bolt that you're trying to get to, by the way. When I did cut it, I ended up cutting my pipe. So I gotta buy another pipe. So I gotta buy this pipe over. But so if you're gonna do what I did, put you something like a tag or some sort of steel, so when you go to cutting, you will not get into your pipe. Just some words of advice. And on your intake box, I guess you don't really have to do anything to that. You can just open it up, have more airflow, right? So I'm not really worried about that as well. So I think I covered about everything that I can. Anyway, I will be back if I see any more interesting details of the project, and I will be sure to include you guys on that. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. See you.